Уважаемый господин Петерсон, мы рады вас видеть в Москве. Впервые вы побывали у нас в этом качестве год назад, почти ровно год назад, 21 января прошлого года.
Mr. Pedersen, we are glad to welcome you to Moscow. It was almost exactly 1 year ago that you came to Moscow for the first time in your new capacity.
И за период, который вы возглавляете ваш офис, мне кажется, мы смогли достичь, я имею в виду мировое сообщество, заинтересованное в сирийском урегулировании, достичь определенных очень позитивных сдвигов.
For the period that you have been the head of your office, we, as an international community which wants to achieve the settlement of Syria, have managed to achieve some very positive developments.
Улучшается ситуация на земле, территория, которую контролируют террористы, продолжает сокращаться.
The situation on the ground is improving, and the territory controlled by the terrorists continues to shrink.
Сирийское правительство восстановило контроль над значительной частью границы с Ираком.
The Syrian government has restored control over a major part of the border with Iraq and Turkey.
И, конечно же, продолжается работа по преодолению остатков террористических группировок как в зоне Идлиба, так и на северо-востоке страны.
And of course, we continue to work to defeat the remaining terrorist hotbeds in Idlib and in the northeast of the country.
Второе направление работы, очень крупное направление работы, это гуманитарная составляющая всего процесса урегулирования. Здесь прямым образом негативно сказывается уже упомянутая мной сохраняющаяся террористическая угроза.
The second important tract is the humanitarian aid to the settlement, and a very negative effect we have here is what I've mentioned already, the remaining terrorist hotbeds.
Террористы препятствуют доставке гуманитарной помощи, забирают то, что удается направить в соответствующие районы Сирии себе, и эта проблема требует специального рассмотрения, в том числе в Женеве, где функционирует целевая группа по гуманитарным вопросам.
And terrorists continue to hinder the delivery of humanitarian aid. They continue to take the aid that was sent to the relevant regions of Syria. So it requires special consideration within the target group set up in Geneva to resolve this very issue.
И, конечно, в контексте восстановления сирийской государственности, в контексте создания условий для возвращения беженцев на территории, которые контролирует законное правительство, необходимо максимально мобилизовывать доставку помощи по линии международного сообщества, прежде всего при координирующей роли ООН.
And in order to restore Syrian statehood and create the proper conditions for the return of the refugees, and all the territories that are under the legitimate control of the Syrian government, we need to mobilize aid of the international community with the coordinating role of the United Nations.
Здесь мы наблюдаем очевидную предвзятость некоторых западных доноров, двойные стандарты с их стороны, когда ключевые западные столицы не хотят направлять помощь на территории, контролируемые правительством, но делают это на территории, которые контролируют оппозиции, в том числе весьма и весьма радикально.
Here we see some bias on the part of Western donors and double standards when key Western capitals do not want to send aid to the government-controlled areas, but choose instead to send aid to the areas controlled by opposition and sometimes radical opposition.
И вторая целевая группа, которая работает в Женеве, группа по гуманитарным вопросам, конечно же, должна более предметно разбираться с этой ситуацией.
And the second group, which is functional in Geneva, a group which deals with humanitarian issues, should take a more detailed approach to tackling this situation.
Ну и третье направление, оно сейчас, наверное, требует наибольшего нашего внимания в ходе предстоящей беседы. Это политический процесс, работа Конституционного комитета.
And the third track, which requires our utmost attention during the negotiations, is the political settlement and the work of the Constitutional Committee.
Мы ценим подход лично вас и вашей команды к созданию условий для того, чтобы переговорщики выработали культуру диалога, выработали доверие друг к другу. Это очень важная, неотъемлемая составляющая для успеха.
We value and appreciate the approach of you and your team to create the conditions for the negotiators to create the sort of dialogue culture to establish trust in between themselves. This is a very important component for a settlement.
Как и вы, мы не драматизируем тот факт, что за всего-навсего пару месяцев после создания Конституционного комитета таких каких-то грандиозных результатов не достигнуто. Это и не планировалось.
We do not try to dramatize the very fact that over the few months that the Constitutional Committee has been in place, we have achieved no great results, because that was never the end goal.
Это ситуация, которая абсолютно естественна, и мы будем всячески содействовать вашим усилиям по созданию необходимых условий для прогресса на очередной сессии редакционной комиссии, когда вы сочтете возможным назначить ее проведение.
This is only natural, and we will boost your efforts in achieving proper conditions and progress at the next session of the small body, whenever you see fit to hold it.
Так что у нас есть о чем поговорить. Еще раз добро пожаловать.
So we have things to discuss, and once again, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's really a pleasure being back in Moscow. As you rightly said, it's now 1 year since I started my job, and of course after Damascus, Moscow was the first place I visited. And I really appreciated the dialogue. Do we need to translate, or is it okay? Yeah. And I really appreciated the close cooperation that we have developed through this year. And it's my hope that this cooperation will continue, and that we will achieve even greater success this year, and obviously for the benefit of the Syrian people. I think there are at least 3 aspects of the crisis. You highlighted, of course, the military, the political, and we have the economic aspects of it. I think when it comes to the political part of it, I appreciated very much the support we have received from Russia on working on the Constitutional Committee. And as you said, it was, I think, an important step forward. The establishment of the Constitutional Committee was for the first time where the 2 parties actually agreed on a written document that served as the basis for coming together and negotiate the Constitutional Committee. And it was also a way for the 2 parties to recognize each other's. And why is this important? It is important because, as the Minister said, it's a way to try to build confidence between the parties. And we, of course, understand that this will take time. That's why I agree very much that we are not rushing this. We will take the Constitutional Committee, we will face challenges, but the important thing is that we will continue to meet, and that we will slowly build confidence. And hopefully this will have then a spillover effect also to the broader political process, a process that can achieve, hopefully, changes to the lives of Syrians living inside of Syria, and could lead to a situation where we will have the return of refugees. If you look at the magnitude of the crisis, of course, the problem is still that we have most probably more than 50% of the population of Syria has left their homes. So what we want to achieve now is to create a situation where they can start to return. Then we need a political process, and we of course need to stabilize the situation in Idlib. We understand the challenges when it comes to fighting terrorism, but we have always also said that what we see now is that the price the civilian population is paying is too high. To have 700,000 people being displaced since April last year, that is a disaster for the people living there. To have more than 1,500 civilians being killed, that is also a price that is too high to pay. I had detailed discussions with the Minister of Defense yesterday on this, and I'm very much looking forward to continue the discussion today on this. Then the third element, as I mentioned, is the economic situation. And I think we have to look at this and see if there are ways we can help to improve the situation. But most probably that will also be part of a broader process where we slowly start to build confidence, and that we see changes on the ground in Syria. But I know on all of these issues, I will count on the support of Russia to be able to move forward. By the way, I should also mention that I hope to be in Damascus Wednesday next week, and to continue my discussion with the government of Damascus on all these issues we will be discussing here as well. Thank you.
Спасибо.
Once more?
Please.
Thank you.
Спасибо.